and 8 p.m., with today marking the second and final advanced voting day. The previous one was last Saturday. Election day is set for May 11th. In Tantremar's 5 wards, voters will choose a mayor and councillors across 4 wards, with Ward 4's councillor, Kristen LeBlanc, already elected by acclamation, having no other candidates run against her. Residents can confirm their polling location through Election New Brunswick's Where Do I Vote tool at electionsnb.ca or from the web article on this topic at chmafm.com. Special ballots remain available for those who are unable to vote in person back at the Election New Brunswick website. Over in Amherst, the Amherst Stadium at 185 Church Street is reopening today following its annual spring maintenance closure. The facility had been closed since April 20th to allow for seasonal upkeep and preparation. Town officials say regular programming, including ice use and public access, will now resume as the stadium prepares for the busy spring and summer months. Residents are encouraged to check schedules in advance as activities ramp back up this week. And in arts, Struts Gallery in Sackville has a deadline coming up for artists interested in submitting their video art. The gallery is accepting submissions until tomorrow at midnight for a summer 2026 screening. Artists are invited to submit video works exploring performance-related themes, including body politics, identity, persona, and masquerade. Selected artists will be paid a screening fee based on the 2026 IMAA fee schedule. The call is part of Strut's ongoing support for contemporary and emerging artists. It also comes as the gallery continues work on its long-term building needs after recently seeking $75,000 to match provincial funding for repairs to its roof and balcony, as well as other construction updates. And now for our feature story. CHMA is continuing its series of short candidate interviews ahead of Tantremar's municipal election on May 11th. This time, I sat down with Haiti Robertson, one of 8 candidates running for one of 4 council seats in Ward 3. Robertson spoke about her background, why she decided to run, and what she would focus on if elected. Here's that conversation. And I am back with Haiti Robertson. Haiti is running for a position on council in Ward 3. How are you this morning, Haiti?
I'm great, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll get right into it. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I've been a lifelong resident. I'm 60 years old. I'm a semi-retired registered nurse. I'm currently working part-time at the Drew Nursing Home. I've worked for Extramural, which is home care in New Brunswick, for 33 years. I also worked at the hospital, in Emerge, and in the OR for 20 years. I've been a business owner. I started a business called Over the Rainbow when I was right out of high school at 18. And I was also co-owner of Bloom's Flower Shop for 15 years. It was sold in November of 2024.
Thank you so much. And what made you want to run in this year's municipal election?
I would say both of my professions have led me to want to offer for public service. As a nurse, as a home care nurse, I certainly saw lots of issues with affordable housing, and there is lots of talk about new projects that are coming. I think the town has property that could be allocated for walkable, affordable housing. The other part, as an entrepreneur, there are lots of issues. With promotion and tourism. I mean, the university provides an audience for 8 months of the year, but the other 4 months of the year, the town is very quiet, and there could be some promotion on tourism.
Thank you. If you are elected for a seat in council on May 11th, what is it you hope to accomplish?
Well, I think there's been a gap with the amalgamation. There's been a lack of a vision for what the town and community can be, and I think that we need to start doing more strategic planning. Again, I think there needs to be promotion of the town, and I have many ideas on that. And there needs to be coalition with groups that are trying to promote affordable housing.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time and for coming to meet with CHMA News this morning. You've just heard from Haiti Robertson. Haiti Robertson is running for a seat in council for Ward 3. Haiti, we wish you the best of luck in this coming election.
Great. Thanks very much.
Thank you. CHMA will continue bringing you candidate interviews and local election coverage in the lead up to voting day. For CHMA News here in Tantramar, I'm Clinton Davis.
Hi, I'm Daniel.
Hi, I'm Brenna.
Hi, I'm Anna, and we're from Garnet and Gold Musical Theater Society.
And
you're listening to CHMA.
Hello, this is Aiko, and you're listening to CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick.
Hi, this is Rojo, and you're listening to CHMA.
And here's Brian Nielsen with your CHMA Sports Update.
It was a study in contrast yesterday in the Stanley Cup playoffs. We had a Game 7 and a Game 1. A low scorer and a high scorer. In the first game, the Montreal Canadiens managed just 9 shots on net over the course of 60 minutes. But for fans of the Habitants, 2 of them went in, which was one more than Tampa Bay scored. Montreal wins Game 7 on the road 2-1. They advance to the second round of the Stanley Cup Finals to face off against the Buffalo Sabres. In Game 1 of the second round in the Western Conference, Colorado Avalanche scored as many goals as Montreal had shots on net. Yeah, that's right, friends. Colorado with a 9-6 victory over the Minnesota Wild. 5 goals in the first, second, and third period overall in that game for a real barn burner, meaning the Avalanche take a 1-0 series lead into Game 2 at home. In the NBA, couple Game 7s that were not as close as we might like. The Detroit Pistons at home, they defeat the Orlando Magic 116-94 to move on to the second round. The Toronto Raptors season comes to an end. They Raps can't get it done on the road in Ohio. Cleveland with the 114-102 victory in that one. And other postseason action in the Q League, the Blainville Armada come back with a second left in the third period to tie up the Moncton Wildcats and then win it in overtime to force a decisive Game 7 coming up tomorrow night. PWHL playoffs, those were going on over the weekend as well. And of course, that's where we have the Boston Fleet playing the Ottawa Charge and the Minnesota Frost taking on the Montreal Victoire. In Major League Baseball yesterday, it was the Twins with a 4-3 victory over the Toronto Blue Jays at home. Astros take it to 10 to defeat the Boston Red Sox 3-1. It was the Pirates with a 1-0 victory over the Cincinnati Reds at home. Yankees all over the Orioles, 11-3 final there. Nats get by the Brewers by a run, 3-2. Rays with a 2-1 victory over San Francisco in 10. Phillies all over the Marlins, a 7-2 final there. Dodgers, they get their 21st win of the season, defeating the St. Louis Cardinals 4-1. New York Mets with a 5-1 victory over the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. The Guardians, they lose on the road to the basically Sacramento Athletics, 7-1 final there. Atlanta over Colorado in Denver, 11-6 final there. Cubs double up on the D-backs, 8-4. Mariners lose at home to the Royals, 4-1. Padres, your San Diego Padres, They get their 20th victory on the season with a 4-3 victory over the White Sox. And in Sunday Night Baseball, the Detroit Tigers secure a 7-1 victory over the visiting Texas Rangers.
And that's Brian Nielsen with your CHMA Sports Update. Please be sure to check out Brian's show on Mondays at 8:30 a.m. for more sports commentary.
Hey, this is Nui from Thailand, and you are listening to CHMA.
CHMA is now accepting applications for summer programming. With spring comes new time slots for our volunteers, and we are volunteer powered. We are accepting applications from everyone, anywhere, of all ages and all styles of programming, from our studios or even live from your home. Visit chmafm.com and go to Get Involved for more information. And that was your CHMA News. Please visit www.chmafm.com for more news and to sign up for our email newsletter. Funding is provided by our monthly sustainers, the Community Radio Fund of Canada, and the Municipality of Tantjamar's Community Development Grant. If you have a story idea or would like to include an announcement, please write us at news@chmafm.com.
This is Ruben Majuthia, the host of the Blue Enchilada on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. on CHMA.
If you're down and out and you feel real hurt,
you're the coin in the cake, a win when the stakes are high. You're a pack of wild geese in a clear blue sky. You're the sun on my face, you're the first sweet nectarine, dripping down my chin, you kiss me clean. You're a game of chess, a guess on the first try. You're a full moon, a wishbone, a lash falling from my eye. You're the rush of the water I've sworn is healing. Oh, you're making me feel like $1 worth stealing. Quite put my finger on it. If you want, we can go where it's green and the days burn brighter. Look at me finally walking the wire. On morning light, so get up, sip it and make me feel alright. Fill my cup to the brim, you on morning light, so get up, sip it and make me feel alright. Fill my cup to the brim, you on morning light. Oh, you're the brightest,
That was Courtney Marie Andrews with Keeper on CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick, voice of the marshes. I'm Maya Noel, and you are listening to The Late Morning Show. And we also heard Coin in the Cake by Mia Kelly. And I would just like to say thank you so much for your patience. I am getting over an illness. I'm really excited to be here. I was very sad to not be here on Friday. Yeah, so let's get into some more music, shall we? Next up, we have Water Baby with Memory Be a Blade, and then we have Edwin Raphael with First Time on Earth. Let's get into it.
Whispers follow us carried everywhere. There's a million ways to breathe the scenery. Familiar in a way, it brings me to my knees. One of these days I'm gonna take away this weight I hold, but it feels like home, though I've never been here before. Echo, the night is here to stay. It's a taste that lingers on anyway. Serenades the corners in my mind. Oh, what a sign. Oh, what a sign. One of these days I'm gonna take away this weight I hold, but it feels like home. But it's beautifully designed. Everything's uncertain, but it's beautifully designed.
That was Edwin Raphael with First Time on Earth on CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick, Voice of the Marshes. I'm Maya Noel, and you are listening to the Late Morning Show. And we also heard Memory Be a Blade by Water Baby. Next up, we have Dana Sipos with Gemstone, and then we also have Jessica Spurrell with Sandcastles. Let's go.
When they crack you open, do they find you glowing? You're a gemstone with a blue blood river furrow running through your mountain. When you sit by the riverside, do you lose the edges of your mind? Who doesn't love to watch their body take flight by the light of the yellow moon?